few weeks ago, a viral video made headlines. It was featuring a Russian waitress who was allegedly sexually assaulted by a male patron, and then she fought back. In fact, we have the video for you now, and we can talk over it as we see what happens. Now, this man allegedly tried to put money into her shirt, and then he tried to grab her butt, and then as a result, she fought back and kicked his ass. Well, the fine people at France 24 did a little investigation into this to see whether or not this story is real, and of course they found that it was a hoax. In fact, a reporter happened to discover an identical video on YouTube that had been shared by the Russian restaurant, though that video had not gone viral. It turned out to be the original video, which had been created by the restaurant's marketing team with the intention of drumming up free advertising for the bar known as Caesar Cafe.
All right, and later in that video, she knocks him out with the menu. This is a string of bullshit videos coming out of Russia. So that wound up working because they got 8 million views on it. They got good publicity for that restaurant as they wanted. Later, we saw a video of an older guy beating up younger guys in Russia. And I decided not to do that story because I thought, wait a minute. Now, when we did this story, this seemed a little convenient. There you go. And one more for good measure. Boom. Knockout, right? Mm-hmm. But everybody was reporting it credulously at the time, and then later when I saw the second video of the old man, I was like, no, this is way too convenient. Here's the old guy knocking out this guy. Okay, you think, oh, well, that didn't work. Okay, but he knocks out a bunch of guys. Watch this. I know, the guy puts down the groceries. Like, I got it. Stop with the hoaxes that are viral and, oh, surprising man knocks out the other person or woman knocks out man. It's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Yeah, I'm honestly done with those stories. If it's a story that doesn't have the identities of the people in them and it seems like a viral hit, we're not doing it on the Young Turks. I don't care how many views it's going to get. I'm done with them. They're getting the Ann Coulter ban. And also, those stories are the bane of my existence. Like, who gives a shit if some waitress kicks someone's ass? Like, you know, like I'm trying to have fun,
No, the reason
whatever.
we did the first story and we didn't do the second story, other than sniffing out bullshit by the time the second story hit, is old man beats up young people. There's no interesting social commentary there. Whereas there's an interesting conversation of late on whether, you know, how women can respond to sexual assault.
Right.
So that was a sexual assault. She responded with honestly violence, right, when we thought it was real. That's an interesting conversation.
I agree.
And worth having, right? And that's why we did this story. But you're right. Now, especially coming from different places, this has now become the Nigerian prince who's got to get his money out,
right.
You know, and I got an email and it's an emergency, right? So that's why we're done with them and pound the gavel. And I'd like to add, just because it's my latest favorite sound clip.
Shame. Shame. Shame.